This is KB and welcome to the AfterLife Season 3 server, where today we're going to be working at the Guardian farm because I want to build an auto-sorting storage room and then probably start decorating the area, but I'm not going to do too much of that because that's not the priority. I can quickly show you. Let's see if I can float down. Nope, never works. I do have a little bit of storage here just so I can AFK and collect some resources, but obviously that was just temporary because I want to auto sort all of the items out of it and then get rid of the excess items. But before we get into any of that, and before this slime actually kills me, I was killed by one slime in this area, so that sucks. But anyway, I want to just update you on a couple of things, so let's start off by heading back to spawn and show you what I did over there. Here we go. So the first thing I can update you on is I tweaked the building for the Nessa's rocket shop a little bit. I removed the tower. I had other plans for it, but it looks ugly. So this does definitely look a little bit better. The top floor is still empty for future uses, but already I can see that Mr. Blondskunk has started working on the roof design for the town hall. That looks very cool. It has kind of a castle feel at the moment, which is still cool. I don't know if that's the design he wanted to go with, like explaining it as a castle, but that's what I'm doing now. It's probably not. But the other thing we've been working on, I helped a little bit with this, but mostly the other dudes has been doing stuff here. We are digging down the lake just to make it deeper and then start decorating it because it's the center point to the whole spawn. So we need to make sure that it looks good, get it terraformed and upgraded. And then the Guardian shop is open, but I don't think anyone has bought anything because it's pretty expensive. But I'm still not gonna back down from these prices because it's expensive to get. If I can speed this up and get more stock, I'll probably drop the prices a little bit, but I'll have to check up on that. But yes, that is the current updates from spawn, and I think we need to head over to the settlement because I have one last update on that side. Some work has been done at the storage facility. Jacob has cleared some space for us, which means I can start working on the next hallway, the next chamber. Don't know what we're gonna call it, but I'm gonna have wood go into that space and then sand on this side. But now the problem is the ocean is just behind this wall, which limits me to this side, but at least that way I can go infinite. And that way I can more or less go infinite. I did discover a little tunnel going down here, but we'll just cover it up and ignore it. I'm probably gonna work on this off camera and build more of these storage things as I have extra time, but I will check in and update you because it's just gonna be copy pasting the machine we built and then the decorating of the wood area, or for every segment I'll probably bring you in to show you the decorating side of it, but putting the machine in, I'll probably do that off camera. But yes, it's coming along. It's a major project, and there's a lot of items in Minecraft to auto sort. As you can see, it's running all of the stone things and sorting that for me. I may need more storage later on so we can still make another floor below this if we do need that. But yes, enough of these updates and things. It's time to get to work. I think what I'll do first at the Guardian farm is I'm going to lay down a slab floor, which we can tweak and decorate later on. I just want to get the slimes to stop spawning. Then we can get to work on, I think, deciding where all of the storage should go. And there we have it. I have a very basic floor in place just to stop the slime from spawning, because as I mentioned, I died once already. And this will decorate later on, because the focus now is to figure out the storage system. You can see I removed these chests and moved the stock over there, and I have these chests in place just so they can fill up as we work. Otherwise, if things lay in there, it's probably going to lag the server at some point. Now, what I need to figure out, and I can't figure this out yet, but I have an idea. I do need a dropper dispensing type system over here that will shoot these items into a water stream. That water stream needs to run over the auto sorting part so that the fish, the shards, and the crystals can be sorted into 3 different departments. And then those departments need to have multiple chests and multiple hoppers because we need to be able to stock a lot of it. So as you can hear, we have quite a few things to figure out, but I think the first thing to figure out is the dispensing system, and I'll just use the same one we have in the storage facility. Phase 1 is complete. This is the auto dispensing unit that will send items into a water stream that will go into the storage. So let me show you. You just make an X like that. You have a dropper, get a comparator pointing out of it into that block, redstone dust, and then if you go on the other side, you'll see I just built up an L shape like that. Then we have a repeater going out with dust going back into the comparator, and that, let's go on the other side, that will continually shoot items out into the water stream. Now you can just make sure to put the comparator on 1 tick to slow it down a little bit, but that's the idea. Now I'm not showing how to build this again because I did do it in the video where I built my storage room. So let's continue. I'm gonna go ahead and also build the auto sorting part, and then I'll show you how to do that. I'm trying to see if I can still remember how to lock a hopper. So I do know we have these 2 hoppers pointing in that direction, and the top one, we need to take a comparator output from that. But how far do I send it? Was it 2 and then drop down, drop down? Is that how it's done? Because then this one would be a repeater, and you would need to send out the signal all the way. I think this is it. That should effectively lock it if we have some clutter items, and we have, let's use, I need 41. Let's use that as example. So that should drop down to 41. Then this works. Let me just see if it is, and then this line will feed all of the items straight that way, and I'm gonna have 15 chests for all of it. So this way will be shards, this way will be crystals, and to the back I'm gonna have all the fish because I don't really need that much. Does this stop on 41? Yes, it does. So let me just show you again how to lock a hopper. You have 2 hoppers. You have a hopper pointing that way, and right below it another hopper pointing that way, and then out of this hopper you take a comparator signal into 2 blocks of redstone, drop down by 1 level where there's some more redstone going back into the repeater, into this block with your torch underneath the comparator. Then you have some placeholder items, and then your actual item you want it to be locked out. So if that was the fish, then all of the fish would stop here and then shoot into the storage there. I still know how to do this. Well, it hasn't been that long since I've done it, but I do know how to do it. So the next thing would just be to then extend the bottom line of hoppers all the way this way, because underneath that we'll have a hopper pointing not down but in this direction going into the chests. I've done it. Okay, let me get some stuff in place. This should do it for my auto sorting storage system. I try to make it as centered as I can, but the machine itself is based on even numbers, so it will be a struggle, but I kind of did a compromise. But anyway, there's 15 chests here for the shards, 15 chest here for crystals, and then at the back you have 15 chests for the fishes. I'm gonna activate this now, and then we will build the overflow system that will automatically discard things if these chests do ever fill up, which I don't know if it will happen, maybe, but let's go ahead and get the water in, and then also I need to add I need to connect that dropper up to the system as well. So water first, the water is in place, and it's good. Let's continue this on, it's fine, and actually connect up the droppers. So we'll have one going in, one coming around that, and I'll just take you straight across, because this I'll just turn around in there, and now I just need to fill this up, otherwise it will spill all over the place. That should effectively be it, so let's check. There's a prismarine shard on this side. That should mean that there's some crystals on that side. And if we have a fishy at the back, it means my system's working. So we just need to wait and see a fishy at the back. That means I just fully automated the auto sorting of the Guardian farm. It looks ugly for now. We'll get that to look better. But I fully automated the auto sorting. That is cool. Let me just adjust this hopper there to point the other way. And then we just need to make this look better. I love it. I love it. This is the best thing I could have done for this. And it's actually working. I cleaned up the area by moving all of the resources I had into the system itself. And now we have a lot of things in here, which is cool. But now I'm gonna build the overflow part, the auto trash can bit. And it should look something like this. So we have the overflow items going into the dropper, but now we need the dropper to shoot items into lava, which is going to be over there. So we'll take a comparator output, right click on it to, is that subtract mode? I don't know the technical name for things, but then you send that signal into a repeater, which should power this block, powering all of the dust around it. Then we have a comparator on this side, effectively making a clock. So as long as there's an item in there, it will send a pulse through this whole system, but then this clock signal we then take through this repeater into this block, which then fires whatever's inside of it by powering this block. So we can just continue by adding lava in there, and just for future backup, in case I dig down, I'll add a piece of glass on top of it so that it reveals the lava. But that is it. That is a very simple clock to discard of any excess items, which is cool. And I'll just fill up what I don't need, and then I'll leave that space clean. That I can fill up. I'll just add these systems into all of our storage departments. All of the overflow protection trash can thingies are in place, which means this will never overflow, so we won't have items floating in the world causing a lag, except that, which happens every now and then. But it's fine, it's not a problem. I can maybe do something about it. I'm probably not gonna do. But that is it. That is the auto-sorting storage for the Guardian farm. Now, we'll have to do the decorating some other time. As you can see, I just finished up the pillars on the inside and the middle, but we will get back to this. I got news that Mr. Blonde Skunk finally got time to terraform my trees by my spawn house into custom trees. So let's head over there and see what he has done. Okay, I'm here at spawn, and let's go check out the trees by my house. I haven't seen it at all, so this is gonna be my first time reaction. And I decided to run in from this side to get a feel for how it would feel. And, let's see. Okay. So there's the first one. There's one in front and then one at the back. And I think there's one more right at the back there. But let's start over here and look at this. Yes. Good job, Mr. Skunk. This is way better than I would ever have done. And it seems to be pretty simple, just building it up, and I'll have to play around with that, definitely. But let's check out this next one. This is pretty nice. I do like it. I do like this. This is exactly what I wanted. I know my voice, my reaction doesn't sound that excited, because I'm not a very excitable human. I don't lose my mind and get super crazy excited about things. But this is, I really mean it. This is very, very cool. I really like this. I can make a little bench and have a nice sitting place to read my books. But yes, that is cool. Thank you, Skunk. Thank you for building me these custom trees. We will still speak about your reward for it, or your payment, rather. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. I do want to mention that we have a new member on the server, as you may already know by this point. And I sincerely want to say welcome, Runic Titan, to the AfterLife server. You are a past member, and now you are back again. And I'm excited to see what you get up to, and to do things together. That's going to be pretty cool. But yes, that's going to do it for this episode. Speaking of members, make sure to check out everyone else that's playing on the server. Their links will be in the description below. And that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, feel free to give it a like. If you're new here, you're welcome to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.